Hey everyone, Chaps here. With Reloaded out, I'm sure there's plenty of people either hoping to get back into Gears or some new players getting their first taste of Gears. Looking at you, PlayStation players. For those of us who have played the game and or Ultimate Edition quite a few times, what's the point? What makes this better? I'm going to break this into a few sections so you can skip around if you want. Just check out the chapters down below. Oh, and just so you know, there actually are some things that were changed between the beta and launch, so don't miss that section later. But let's start with the obvious one, Crossplay. We've all heard by now that this isn't only on Xbox, but also on Steam and PlayStation. This will allow for a cross-platform co-op campaign, as well as versus multiplayer. Making things even better, your online progression will sync between the systems. Then to take it a step further, if you're linking with MSA, all progressions, friends list, and yeah, even Xbox achievements will be cross-platform. I mean, that's pretty cool. You could unlock an Xbox achievement on PlayStation. Okay, so now back to basics. There's going to be a lot of screens like this in this video, and I'm not going to read all of them. If you want, you can just pause if you want to read, but here's some highlights. We're getting a resolution bump going from 1080p and SDR to 4K with HDR. There's also an FPS boost taking campaign from 30 to 60, and multiplayer going from 60 to 120 frames per second. Oh, and there's VRR on that. We'll also get some improved audio, textures, and lighting. But honestly, I don't know how much anyone is really going to notice these. But hey, they're nice to have. And yeah, I know you can tell the difference, especially if you put them side by side, but in an actual use case of like if I'm playing the game, I don't really think anyone's really going to be caring too much about these pretty small detail updates. If anything, I question if people will actually like the new one less. Due to the improved textures and lighting, the game has gotten brighter and brighter over time. Some may feel that this takes away from the dark and gritty atmosphere that helped characterize and establish the original game. Personally, I think the game looks really nice, so I'm not going to drive myself crazy with a detailed comparison. That said, there are a few things that I think may be a bit more noticeable. Everything is now unlockable through progression. That means no DLC or microtransactions. There's also going to be more dedicated servers with an increased tick rate, so hopefully online will be less frustrating. Oh, and they have PC anti-cheat. Hopefully that comes through well and reduces the number of cheaters and hackers online. I personally haven't had much of an issue with that, but I've seen a lot of complaints online, so I don't know. Has some quick hitters here. Again, pause if you want to. Xbox basically has all the standard stuff you'd expect. And PC here, as usual, can handle a variety of machines, has increased settings and improved remapping of controls. PS5 is new, so let's see what they have. The controller will have force feedback and the adaptive triggers, which will be nice. I kind of wish Xbox had that. I'm not sure if anyone's going to care about the light or the speakers, but sure, the controller offers it, so why not? Oh, and obviously it's PlayStation, so there's going to be some challenges and trophies. This page has some stuff specific to the Pro models. I'm not really seeing anything mind-blowing in here, just, the normal increased graphical resolution and frame rate for the most part. But okay, now the final section. This is what I was actually most interested in. What's actually changed since the beta. All this other information we've basically known for a while now, but this is the actual sort of new stuff. Thankfully, they've improved the cross-platform icons. Doesn't really matter from a gameplay perspective, but the ones in the beta made no sense. These are much nicer, so I'm glad to see they made a change. These next two bullets are actually the most surprising one to me. The first up, that Nasher actually got an update to tighten the spread. This is going to give it a little bit more accuracy in theory. It also has improved full hit detection. I don't really know what that means unless it's just a fancy way of them saying hit detection, which in either case I'm sure Gears fans would really appreciate Nasher hit detection improvements. Then there's this smarter damage comment. I have no clue what that means, so I'd love to hear someone from TC address that. Along those same lines, the next one is that active damage is now fixed rather than variable. Again, I don't know what this one really means. Maybe I'm just ignorant to the details, but I feel like that's something that could be explained a little bit better. We mentioned servers earlier, and basically there's just another note about that. It essentially just finds matches faster and will have lower ping games. There was also a plethora of feedback from the PC community. This list of updates barely touches the surface of what the PC community was requesting, but hopefully they're happy to see some of the various improvements that have been implemented here. So no, there's nothing too groundbreaking here. There's some graphical improvements over UE. PlayStation and Steam can now get in on the action, and there's crossplay, which, if we're being honest, is really the only reason this game was made. In theory, the servers are better. All the content is now unlockable through progression, which is really nice. And there's apparently some minor weapon tuning updates since the beta. Whether you've been following the series for a while or you're new to the series, hopefully you found this video helpful and learned a thing or two. If you're watching this, it means Reloaded is now available, so what are you waiting for? Thanks for watching, I'll see you online.